Hey everybody, what's up? It's Tipping the Scales. You know the drill. I'm your girl, Lachey Dawson.
I'm Tania. What's up, peep?
Back with another episode. Every time we come back, I'm always like, we showed up again.
Yay, welcome back. We're back. We're
We just
back.
continue to
We're
show
back.
up.
We're back.
I'm kind of loving
What's
this
up?
skin though. The skin looking great.
Oh, thank you. I've been basking in the sun.
A little glow.
A little
Okay,
glow,
see?
right? A little sunshine. Don't hurt anyone. It's so nice
Never.
today. It's gonna be high is 82.
82?
It's a beautiful day, right? I
Zam.
know. I
Zam,
think I'm gonna
zam,
go get
zam.
my I was gonna go out and I've been like whining to try to take my bike to get some air, my tires.
Uh-huh.
I have my air pump. So I went and got another air pump, got another helmet because some of my stuff got left in Mikkel's truck, which is gonna be down at the shore soon. So I was like,
Nice.
okay, I can't wait. I'm gonna go get me. So I went to the bike shop, they put some air in my tires, and I got a new air pump, new helmet. So
Okay.
I'm ready.
Suited
I
up
know.
for the shore. Okay, so you kind of got to talk about the shore for people who don't know, because when I first moved to Philly and everybody talked about the shore,
Yeah,
I was always so confused of what you guys were talking about
I
because it was so
know.
foreign.
So probably very popular terminology that's used. Of course, I'm from Philly, is like the shore, but it's New Jersey shore. And
Yeah,
most people, there's so many beaches down in New Jersey, but no one says New Jersey shore. They just say the shore.
the
They're
shore.
going to the
Yeah,
shore or going to the beach. And you'll
yeah.
know that. So Mikkel likes to go to Avalon. So I'll be there a little bit, but I was like, you know what? My helmet, all like my bike accessories was left in his truck from when I was in Arizona. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get a different bike when I go down to the shore because the shore bikes are different. Like you see the beach bikes are different from like a trail bike or a road bike, you
Right.
know. So
So
I
you're
was like, so I'll
getting
get a
what kind
different
of
little
bike?
bike.
What kind of bike you getting?
Oh, some
A
type of
shore
cute
bike?
one. Oh yeah,
Like a little cute shore
yeah,
bike?
because I have a bike here.
Okay. All right.
Um, that I
Just trying
like
to
to ride. That
paint a visual,
I haven't
you
rode
know?
my bike though. I was telling the guy, I was like, I haven't rode my bike in like a year because like it was down to Maryland and then
Yeah.
having it's here. So I'm geeked about going on my bike, but I don't think I
Awesome.
have time because I have an appointment to get a pedicure and manicure today. So I probably want to do that afterwards. I had a 4:30 appointment and it's a little far out because I was going to this other spot that's not close to my house. But you know how you find someone you really love, they do your feet
Yeah.
really. Because I find like I can find people who could do good manicures, but good pedicures are hard to find. So I finally found
Yeah.
someone that could do a great job with my feet. So
Yeah.
um,
I mean, it's hard to find someone who can follow instructions and you can have the
well,
dialogue back and forth with where you're like,
yeah,
I don't know, Josie. I think you gotta take that one off. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
Jersey, that's not a good color for
that's
me.
we gotta change it up. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, boo, that's not working. But I don't know. You know what? It's funny because the more we've been talking just about things that are changing in our lives, it just makes me think about how, as women, and I think this is it doesn't is not very specific to gender either. It's anyone that we have to embrace the journey of aging because it's
Ugh,
real and
talk about it.
you notice it in so many different ways. If you guys were listening, and hopefully you were, because I like to think that our tippers are following our journey and listening to all of our episodes. So if you haven't, shame, shame, shame on
Shame,
you. Shame,
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 shame.
shame.
So go back and check out our episodes. Go check out our library has some decent content. And we've have like, I don't know, maybe almost 150 episodes now, I think.
Oh, you always ask me and I'm never ready.
I know
I
it's
think
like
I think we're up there.
close to 150,
Close.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So next time we'll have the exact number to but I think we're somewhere around 150. But um, Shay was mentioning last week, about her gray hairs, and she's starting to
Mhm.
see like just beautiful, like black hair. Shay's hair is so long, so thick, and
Thank
she
you.
was noticing that she's seeing some beautiful streaks of gray. Now, I happen to love gray hair. I think it's gorgeous, especially when someone's but I like it for different ways. Like I love salt and pepper on some guys, like you can see it because I'm a huge fan of a beard. Like
I love salt and
it's
pepper.
like a must. You want me, you must have a beard. Like beard check.
Ugh.
You don't have a beard. I'm like,
I don't know.
no, I don't know. And all of a sudden you get a beard. I'm like, oh, you look good. Oh my God. Oh my God. But
That's
so beards
hilarious.
are a thing for me, but it's something sexy about like uh a silver and black beard,
Yeah,
like just it just looks so good to me. And I love when I see just like I know like I love your mom's hair. It's like
I love it
all
too.
beautiful silver, just gorgeous hair. Like
Yeah.
so I embrace that. You'll never see it because I always dye my hair blind. So you'll probably never see my hair gray. I don't even know if I have any
And I'm
gray
not
hair.
dying mine. It just is what it
'Cause I
is.
love
So
blonde hair. I can't I feel like I've been
it's
wearing my
you.
hair blonde
It's
so
you.
long or like a dark brown or
It's
some
you.
type of shade of red. Like I have not had black if I wear black hair, I feel like I look like a straight up witch. So I I haven't had my hair black in so long. So I'm constantly dyeing my hair. But there's 100% other things that you notice with your body as you begin to age. And, I think in terms of what that looks like, it's very much different for each person. But I
Yeah.
feel like there's different levels of
Yes.
aging. Like I know my mom was telling me, like, once you hit over 40, or feel this, now once you hit over 45, you're going through this. And then the next phase will be 50. And I'm like, I'm gonna come with 50 like on a full storm though. I'm like, I'm ready to like embrace that. And,
Yeah.
I want to be everything I don't know. I gotta get ready for that because I feel like honestly, some days I feel like I'm falling apart.
I
I'm being
know.
honest. I do. I really feel like I'm falling apart some days.
I know. And I'm like, why don't people talk about aging? It's
I
like
know.
this, it's such a taboo topic, but it's so
It's real.
like, and it's common.
And
Everybody ages. Like, why don't we?
it's
So,
a
yeah,
blessing to age. Let me say that too.
it
Like
is.
if you're aging, then that means you're alive. It's a blessing to be on this earth. So embrace
Yeah.
that. Like
But
that's the thing.
it's the vanity of aging. It's
Yeah.
the shifting of, skin and body
Yeah,
and
body.
gravity. And I just feel like I think I talked about this before, but my feet have been hurting a lot if I like stand all day and my back. And part of it is because the shoes aren't great. And I'm like,
No, you gotta
so
yeah.
I'm moving away from like fashionable Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm moving towards New Balance. Like,
If you
and
have to
I've been
stand or
very
something, you gotta get the right
yeah,
shoe.
I've been very vocal about it on my social media page, and everyone's been inboxing me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so this is something that like everybody is thinking and feeling, but no one's talking about it. And it's like,
Yeah, it's real.
it's a shocker. It's like, I need somebody to help mentally prepare me for like the different stages. Like, if I'm 30 and you're 40, then we need to have a conversation of like, okay, what have you experienced? Like,
And
when does
what is it?
menopause
What's to
happen? When
come?
does, yeah,
Well,
what's to
it's
come?
funny because okay, different things that when I think about how age has impacted my body in different ways, like when I was younger, I could eat whatever I want.
Same,
It didn't
same.
it didn't matter. Like I can eat barely or exercise, just did whatever I wanted.
2016,
And I
that
didn't have
was,
and I wouldn't gain a drop. Now I can look at a donut. Well, first of
oh
all,
my,
I can't even look with this gluten allergy I got. It's like, but I can look at something that's unhealthy for me and be like, oh, that's a pound. So anything I have to do, I have to work super duper hard, like
yeah,
work out a lot, try to eat clean. I try to follow the 80-20 rule when 80% of my week I'm eating healthy and then 20% I can just do some of the things that I want to do. But
yeah.
it's real. You have to work out really hard. So that's the first thing that I
And I'm
noticed
not.
as I got older. It's like like your metabolism goes like it comes to like a screeching halt.
Literally, I look at
Yeah.
pictures of when the shift happened, and there
Yeah.
was no in between. It
No.
was like one day I woke up and my shit was all out there. And I
And
was
you're
like,
like, what the what?
but I'm no longer living in the past. I will say I have
That's right.
accepted my weight. Not that I'm not going to like work out more, but I just mean like I'm never going back there. I'm never going to be that small. And then I got more stretch marks as I got older.
Yeah, stretch marks is real. They'll
And,
come. You're like, "What are
but
you
it's
doing?"
scary. It's scary because it's like, what does this mean? Like, I used to wear the skinny little, skimpy little stuff, and now it's like, let me get a little more coverage.
Well,
It's
first
like,
of all, Shay, it's funny that you mention that because I'm out here and I've seen these girls in these streets, they don't believe in coverage. And
I
it comes
know,
with all shapes, sizes. So
I know. It just
no
won't
one
be me though.
no one cares
I
about
can't do it.
yeah, like you gotta have I don't want to
If
show
my
it all.
That's what
And
I'm
as I get
saying.
older, I just feel like I need to not put myself out there as much. Like I become a little more reserved in
If my
terms of
shit
my
was
approach.
tight, it'd be out.
Oh,
Okay.
really? It's
But
out.
it ain't tight. So we can cover, you know what I mean? And I know some people might say, I get body positive, I get all that kind of stuff too, but like, nah, like I'm not out here. Mm-mm. I need to
Yeah.
wait till I go in the shop and fix a little a couple things.
Oh, and listen, we talked about that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little nip and tuck or pluck and peel, whatever you got to get done. But you
You know what I'm
do.
saying?
But the bottom line is, and I can only speak for myself and my body because I know everyone's different, and some people have
Hmm.
fantastic, metabolisms that they inherited that they can still be like mid 40s like me and eat whatever they want and do whatever. But that's just
Yeah,
not me.
not me either.
I I feel like as I'm aging, I have to be more intentional about taking care of myself in all aspects
Yes.
of my life. So, even before I remember when I was younger, I just all I did was get up, wash my face, like legit wash my face with regular soap and was fine. That doesn't work anymore. Like I
Nope.
legit have
But
moisturizers, different face wash for nighttime, a
adult
face wash for
acne. Let's talk
yeah,
about
no,
it.
you gotta be real. It's
My
like you gotta take
mom
care of your
told
skin.
me about adult acne, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Mom, that is foreign to me. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, and depends
And
on
she
what you
ran it
eat
down.
too.
And I'm just like, "Yeah." So my
Yeah,
mom also too, she got like a bunch of food allergies.
yeah,
And so she's changed the way she's eaten,
mhm,
with the recommendations of her doctor, and she's like losing weight. So she has to like go to Zumba and work out. And she took a lifting class and now she's lifting because, once you lose a lot of weight when you get older, like, your bones aren't the same
yeah,
anymore.
that
So
bone
you got to
density is
build up the
real.
muscle to
Yeah,
protect the bone density as it declines or deteriorates. Or just
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, and my mom has broken two of her ankles due to stuff like that. So that's why she has to be stronger and,
yeah,
so she
that
can be more
muscle.
active longer.
Yeah,
And now and those are the things that I'm starting to think about too. It's like, okay,
yeah,
Shay, you're getting to that age where like everything matters, right?
everything matters.
You can't
Yeah,
just wake up anymore, like you said.
no,
So
you gotta be intentional about your exercise, and I love lifting even more than sometimes I do cardio, I'm like, "Ah, it's boring." I love lifting and I love lifting. I try to go a little bit heavy, especially
mhm.
lower body. Today I was lifting and it was all upper body and I was like, "Oh gosh, I hate
Yeah,
upper body. I'm
upper
so
body's
weak upper
powerful.
body, but I'm getting stronger." But
Good.
I feel like everything's repetition, but you gotta do more, than just chill before. Like I was saying how, okay, I gotta use certain moisturizers for my skin because my skin will look a little dry and patchy. I have to
Mhm.
eat better. Everything I eat sometimes hurts my stomach. It's like
Yes.
it's
Like
it's real, honey.
if I eat cheese in the beginning of the day, I can't eat cheese at the end of the day. Like I
Yeah, no
have to
dairy is
like,
the way off for
yeah,
me. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like
Yeah. I'm not really
what
supposed to
is
have
going
dairy.
on? And
But
then
when
also too, your blood type.
oh,
Eating
yeah.
right for your blood type. I wish there was more content, more
More
things out
education,
there,
awareness.
and maybe there is, but it's not easily accessible, or maybe it's a if you know type thing to like research, about yourself as you age.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot like fad diets too, where people want to lose weight really quick. So you hear everything about from keto to all those other things that you just hear that are super popular. Intermittent fasting gets a real buzz right now. But I think at the end of the day, it's about consistency. It's about, trying to eat less processed foods, more whole foods and movement, whether it be in the gym,
Movement.
walking outside, riding a
Movement.
bike, whatever it is, your body needs to be moved. It can't just sit and chill, especially when you
Yeah.
get older. Yeah.
And when you sit down for a long time and you get up, when you're younger, you just pop up.
Oh,
Now it's
no,
like,
you'd be
look,
like, oh,
now you got little noises. You know what I'm saying? You walk to the bathroom, you got little creaks in the ankles. It's like,
right. No, I was laughing because one of my aunts had a little party. and we were there, like, dancing and having a good time, and I was, like, dancing, like, "Okay, okay," and I dropped it real low, drop, 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 low, 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 and I got back up, I was like,
Stay
"Oh,
low.
my knees were hurting." The next thing, my ankles were sore. Um, what is it called? Plantar fasciitis or something, I can't
Plantar
pronounce it.
fasciitis, I have
Yes,
that.
I have that.
Mhm.
My right ankle is, like,
I have
m
that.
right in the back of my heel, and it hurts. It's like
Mhm.
everything I just have
Back to your
all this
shoes.
stuff.
That's why, and I stopped wearing heels,
Oh, yeah, heels are
like, and then let's talk
yeah.
about recovery time.
Oh, yeah.
Recovery time from drinking,
Oh, yeah.
recovery time from doing any physical activity like
Yeah.
bowling, not necessarily walking, but like when Nafis comes back from hooping, I mean, your man is destroyed. I mean, he plays basketball once a week and he has to rehab all the way into that next day again. The Theragun, the icing, the heating, and it's just like, what in the world? Some people lose some of their, like a lot of the guys that I used to like hoop with, like, oh man, I used to be able to dunk, I used to be able to do that, and then one day it just goes away. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy. That's
basketball players retiring at 30 years old is wild to me, or
wow.
25 is wild to me because your body is like old in basketball age. That's like it's a phenomenon that LeBron has, maintained what he's doing.
Right, he looks
And when
good.
Vince Carter
Yeah.
was playing, like
Yeah.
aging, aging, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's just like it's your body's way of saying, "Hey, what's up?
Maintenance.
You gotta take care of me a little bit differently." The things that you used to do when you were younger and got away with, can't do that now. Like, you
Yeah.
you can't take it for granted. You have to really appreciate what you have and take care of it. Like,
Yeah.
gotta take care of yourself.
There's
And
this one girl I follow on social media. Her page is Pink Pantry, and she sells sea moss and teas and just very, very like cool ideas. So she's the one who got me even starting to thinking about like she doesn't
and
have to go to the doctor because she eats the right things. She does
mhm,
oil pulling, where you take a scoop of coconut oil and you swish it around your mouth. Obviously, it's like one of those things it's not easy to do because it's not good. You know what I mean? She oil pulls and then she, spits it out, not in the sink because, coconut oil, it thickens up. You don't
clogs
wanna
it up.
clog your drain. So she does, that, and she looks at all the ingredients on toilet paper, on paper towels, on everything, and she just tries to make sure that everything is
Minimizing a lot of chemicals that she puts
minimizing the
in. Yeah,
chemicals so that she
yeah,
can minimize the time she goes to the hospital, and I thought,
that's awesome. It's
maintenance, but
awesome.
it's like a routine
Yeah,
and
those
knowing and the
chemicals,
education.
same thing with processed foods, is trying to minimize the amount of processed foods. They don't do well for your body, period.
Right.
Like, a lot of damage. So it's like trying your best to eat the right stuff. And man, that's hard too, especially when you're on
It's
the go
hard.
and you're traveling from hotel to hotel and traveling all around. So I don't have much. I have some travel, but not going to be as bad. I think I'm in Chicago the week after next. And then I think after that, I'm somewhere. But it's
Same.
like, that's hard too, when you're just wear and tear on your body. Like, you
Right.
don't you feel more tired too? Like, that's another thing that I've noticed, as I'm getting older is I'm tired
Yeah.
more earlier. Or I could be up all night and chill and get up the next day in the morning and be good. Like, no, I need sleep now.
Right.
My
Right.
sleep varies though, because my sleep is really much contingent upon my stress. My
Yeah.
stress and my sleep go hand in hand. So when I'm
Yeah.
stressed and I got things going on, my insomnia will 100% kick in. So, and normally the stress is like just work stuff. Like, my mind is just like, because I had a couple stressful weeks at work and my mind was just like spent and I just couldn't sleep and I've been struggling having to sleep,
Yeah.
getting sleep. So now when I struggle to get sleep, everything is impacted when I don't get sleep,
Yeah.
So I was like,
Same.
you guys, it's like, I don't know, the saying, like, when you're a baby, you need all stuff. I feel like that when you get older, you need the same things too. Like, babies need a lot of sleep, but we're starting to get more older, and we need sleep too. Like, our bodies need to rest, recover, and get ready for what's next.
Yeah, like the
Real.
life cycle is so crazy to your point. It's like, yeah, you come into this world and you need a lot of sleep to grow. And
Mhm.
then you have your time to live your life,
Mhm.
experience things, do what you got. And then it just starts to go back to that sleep.
Yeah.
where you need
Go
more
back to the
sleep, but it's
stage.
harder to get sleep as you
It's
get older.
harder.
A lot of older people I know, and when I say older, I just mean people in that phase of life where insomnia is real.
It's real.
It's
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Like, so many people I know have to do so much to just
Yeah.
go to sleep, not only to go to sleep, but to stay asleep.
To stay asleep.
Any
Yeah.
light, any
Little
blimp of
small
a
thing.
text,
Oh, let me
throw
tell you
you off.
something. I have to sleep with an eye mask. It's so funny because any little hint of light bothers me.
Yeah,
And I can hear everything, little noises. I guess look, I love life and I love all the things that God has created, like,
right.
the every part of it. And but I'm so tired of the damn birds. I can't.
Chirping in the morning.
Yes, I'm like, shut up. Like it wakes me up every morning. Like shut your mouth. And it's early. What are they doing? Go lay down, go fly off somewhere. Like,
Yeah, God did
wait.
that for you to wake you up. That's your nature wake up call.
I don't want to
And
wait
you're
there.
throwing rocks at it.
Like, stop it.
Leave me
But
alone.
before I could just, I don't know, I would sleep through all that. Now, no.
No, I
So I do
know.
feel like, while while as we age, it's a blessing and it's something it's great to, as we get older because we mature and we're how we look at life maybe differently, right? Like the things that maybe we would tolerate when we were younger,
Yeah,
we don't tolerate those things anymore. Like our
talk about
expectations
it. Oh,
change,
yeah.
and
That's the
our
beautiful part.
tolerance sometimes changes. I could speak for me and I could tell you I could tolerate a hell of a lot more when I'm younger. Now it's like I don't have as much patience either as I used to have. So,
Mm-mm.
I think and I try to do better with that because I know in life you need patience, but I do not have a lot of patience. And I do get annoyed a little faster than what I used to, or, people who would do stuff to me, I would just be like, okay, try to,
Brush it off.
yeah,
Oh,
brush it off. And it's not that I'm not being forgiving because I do think that we have to be um, a generation of individuals that forgive. Like you got to be, we got to be a race. We got to be this human race that forgives folks. Like you can't walk around with hatred in your heart. Hate is never good, and I don't
ever.
like any aspects of hate. So I do think that forgiveness goes hand in hand with pretty much everything that we do.
Mhm.
But when I forgive you, that doesn't necessarily mean that you will be afforded the same opportunities that you had in my life like you used to, because that changed. Yeah.
I'm totally aligned with that. And I
Right?
think for me that's the beautiful part. Um, Even when I did used to like tolerate a lot, I didn't like it all the time, you know?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
I'm to the point where my dislike for it and my ability to do it is together. And I'm like, this is
Mhm.
great.
Right?
Like, I actually don't care.
Mhm.
Before I used to do stuff and I'm like, oh, eat me up about it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't care.
I don't
And
care.
not that I don't care because I don't care about you. I just don't got it.
Yeah. I don't have it in
Period.
me to
No
k
explanation.
yeah, no. And I look, I will cut you off,
None.
like, done. Like, I know you playing games or you're not giving me the same amount of commitment or appreciation, whatever it is in a
Or
relationship.
grace.
Yeah, grace is like, goodbye. Have a nice life. Keep playing and just
Have a
go
nice
somewhere else.
life.
Yeah,
Right?
that means any type of
With
friendship.
respect, with love.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And it's funny because again, I think when I look back and look at even who Tania was 10 years ago, man, I'm a totally different person in every aspect of my life.
and
Right?
it's so fucking cool. Like to see yourself evolve and
Like the
feel
newer version of
yourself.
you. Yeah.
It's like you just feel this like power. You just get more powerful. Like I think about
Yeah.
my grandmother. My grandmother, she stays in the house now because she knows she can't tolerate what she used to tolerate. Like she's like, I'll be like, Grandma, you going to that function? She's like, Nah, Shay Shay, I can't go. And I'm
That's
like, "Why
cute,
can't you
Shay Shay.
go?" I know. She calls me all kinds of stuff. And even sometimes she forgets. But, she
Mhm.
she will say, Nah, because I know so and so's gonna say something to me, and then I'm pop off, and then we're not gonna speak for a week. She's like, I'd rather just stay in the house.
If you know who you are,
You
right?
know what I'm
You
saying? And because she
yeah,
knows that like she doesn't have to put up with people's responses or anything. Now she can dish it out, fine, but she also has her boundaries and her standards too. And so when you get to a certain age, and then you can just say things. You just look at people and you can just say whatever you're thinking, you could say it, and people look at you like, wow. But it's
right?
like, I earned the right to do that. I earned the right to say
Yeah, you earned it. And it's also like, you know, I look at so my grandmother who's no longer here, and so on my maternal side, I lost my grandmother and I lost my grandfather.
Mhm.
That's hard. And those were the ones I grew up with that I was close to. And I just remember my grandmother because my mom teases me. She's like, you're getting cranky like your grandma. Because when my grandmother didn't play, like one of her pet peeves was you couldn't just like show up at her house unannounced. Like, let's just say you're in a neighborhood, just like, oh, ding dong, ring bell, like, hello, knock, knock, I'm over. She's like, you to have like a scheduled visit, you
Yeah.
would get into grandma would have a straight up attitude. And I feel like a lot of the things I can see myself, like when I think about who my grandmother was, as I get older, I can see a lot of the qualities and the things that she was. I see that in me, right?
Facts.
Like, I don't like that either. Don't just show up at my house. Like, you don't let me know. What the hell?
That's my right.
You
And
don't
my
just
grandma
do
also
that.
has a, you can't call before 10.
Oh, wow. 10 a.m. Can't call before 10 a.m.
Can't call her before 10 AM.
That's
Like,
fair.
I know, but, just to your point, like, certain things you're like, "Don't just pop up at my house.
Yeah, my girl didn't play
Don't
that.
expect I'm up." Like,
And another thing that she hates, and now I understand now, I was younger, I
what?
didn't quite get it, but everyone knows I'm a tad bit of a germaphobe. But when people just come and they sit on your bed with their
Oh,
outside clothes,
oh.
yo,
I hear about that, but
that
I don't care
is
about that.
I care.
I mean, I get why
Don't
people
you
care.
sit your dirty ass on my bed. You was just outside and you're just gonna chill.
I
Other
hear
thing too is
you.
you gotta take your shoes off when you come in my house. Like that's a
I
thing.
hear you, and I get all those
You
things. Those are
walking
not
all around,
things
like
I
take your shoes
uphold.
off.
Like, I don't care if people sit on my bed. I don't care if people walk in my house with shoes, but
Uh-uh.
I understand it.
My sheets. That's like
And
my, you
sheets,
know,
I'm not talking about sheets. We're talking about the over layers,
still your comforter.
I get
All
it.
that. And you gonna sit your dirty ass
Trust
on
me,
my
I get it.
bed?
I
Nah,
g
I'm not for that.
I get it, but we're gonna die from other things than take walking shoes in the house
Yeah, I just don't
and
want the germs.
sitting
That's
on bed.
all. I'm also like I like walking around bare feet. Like that's just my thing.
Yeah,
So
I
my
mean, I don't
floors are
really get
clean.
germaphobes. Like, germaphobes, you're out in the world all day touching handles, light poles, like, they're like, "Stop."
Yeah, I know, but I don't want your shit. Like you just wiped your
But
ass and
mentally
most people don't. You see me.
mentally, it's
I see people walk into. I'm like, she nasty.
I
I
know.
literally was in a bathroom and I
Watch
saw
somebody
some chicks went in and they walked right out. Didn't even wash their hands. It's like, look,
I've seen that too.
I'm good
I've
on
seen it
that.
too.
Like, yes, I think you gotta be, and I travel a lot up in the world, and I don't, I'm just out, and I try to take care of myself so I can minimize how often I get sick. But I
Right.
don't want you in there not wiping your ass, and you touch the door handle,
I
and
know.
now I got shit. And I accidentally because I'm a toucher, and keep trying to minimize how many times I touch my face, but I just do touch my face. I just touch my face, and now I
Yeah.
got pink eye because I didn't touch your shit then got it in my eye. Like, come on.
And I get that thought process. I really do. Like, I totally
Take your
understand.
fucking shoes off. Wash your hands. I need to install a sink so as soon as you walk in my house, you wash your hands.
Uh,
Nasty
I wish
ass.
I was a germaphobe. I'm just not. I'm not one of those people. But like I said, I understand it.
Jessica all just climbing in bed with Shay. It's just
My best
all
friend
get in her
Jazz,
sheet. Ew.
I didn't say get in my bed.
Dude,
I'm not gonna yell
one
at you if
big
you sit on my
party
bed.
on Shay's bed.
I'm
Ew.
not saying
Ew, you dirty.
I'm not saying that at all, but my best friend Jasmine, she is the same way. We stayed at 2 hotels. One hotel, she slept on top of the covers, but,
Oh
like, with her
yeah, I
own
don't play
cover.
with hotel.
Look, with her own covers, and then the
Uh,
other one, she was like she was inspected it, and she was like, "Okay, I feel comfortable here," and I'm like and she had, like, her little, hotel sandals, like, she never put her feet on the floor of the hotel floor. Like, and it was just cool. She had everything packed. And I was like, it makes so much sense to me. I just don't have enough in me to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
shower shoes
I
though.
don't
I
take
did
the
have shower
sheets with
shoes.
me, but I do care about the hotel that I stayed in. It needs to be
Oh,
like a very much clean hotel that is known for having decent beds,
oh,
and
same. I
cleanliness needs to be of the
am
utmost
a
importance.
hotel,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever you call it, snob. I am that. Like, ask
See?
Nafis, ask anybody who stays with me. I don't play about hotels because that is another level of germs,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
That's
It's a lot.
millions and millions and millions and millions and
Yeah.
millions of
They
people
never
coming through
wash this.
there.
No. And they keep putting those little throw pillows on the bed. You know they never washed
Yeah,
everybody sitting their
and
ass
that
on them
little
and
like
stuff.
overthrow
Yeah, like,
cover and stuff.
nah. No.
I don't need no garnish.
Yeah. So look, tippers, you know how we like to do. We like to have this to be a very just open discussion and like a forum where we want you to share your thoughts. So how are you embracing um, the loveliness of aging, and what are some tips that you have to share out that we should all know as we age? You should do this, just like Shay and I did today. So we like to be a community that learns from one another. So please make sure to share out how you're embracing the lovely process of aging. You could do it. Hit us up at Tipping the Scales on the gram, or Tania L. Rivers, or at LaShayla. We want to hear from you. Check us out on YouTube too. Like, it's funny, just it's nice to listen to us. So I'm sure you're listening to Tipping the Scales wherever you get your podcast. But sometimes check us out on YouTube too, so you can see our faces behind the camera. So thank you guys. Continue to listen or watch Tipping the Scales. Thanks. Bye.